Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Oregon Ducks offense will be first on the attack. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up. And, David, take advantage.
All kinds of room to the right. Past the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, there's no secret who this offense wants to get the ball to. And on the very first play, they find a matchup on the outside one-on-one. They take a shot to him vertically down the field, and he does the rest. He is so athletic, and he is going to be a problem for this defense all game long.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. A matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a ship.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. He's looking deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. Quickly to the tight end. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Fires to the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Got a lot of room to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. To the air, it's Farrell. Here's a heat. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
The RPO, it's complete.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. He's got it. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. And the Ducks line it up with a first and goal. It's complete to the right. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They moved him forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Try to march their way in. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. They'll try to blast their way in. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Davison. Not only the 4th and goal stop, but they get him in the backfield at the 4-yard line. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. The thing that made that play work is that it created the matchup they wanted and let the running back create after he caught it. And he tries to take the top off. Makes the grab down the left side. They get him down on the play, and this big-arm sophomore's not afraid to show off the gun.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's caught. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the red zone, looking for a man. Back open in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially.
The grab and go as he takes it in for the touchdown.
And he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field. And as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The roar on the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Bring in the heat. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Ducks will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to take a shot. He makes a grab.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
A pass in these tight quarters, if you're going to put the ball up, you'd like to think that you'd either have space or get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah, I like the defense up.
And it's in there for a touchdown.
And it's nice to have those big tight ends down here in the red zone because they're such big targets, but they can block, or we just slip them out, find a little hole in the defense, feature them, throw it up, let them go get it. Nice job by the tight end with the catch and the touchdown.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Johnson looking to throw. Snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Moore. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got him downfield. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Oregon. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. The away team has a slight lead. They play a fun brand of football. Let's see if they can close this one out.
Finds a tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ivy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Wants to fire on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Fires to the big fella. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw it. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Looking to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
Man, that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Not a chance. Missed it. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make, rate, and
there he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Johnson wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Wants to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
Starting this third quarter on the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Makes the catch. It's Ivy.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
You know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Trying to take it back. The tag. Touchdown, Oregon. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Yeah, and how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick, and not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. He'll pull it on the read. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ivy. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. Here comes the heat. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Great place to start for this offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Runs through the tackle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Ducks are threatening in the red zone. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Soften him up with a run. Now to throw. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need...
Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man downfield. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Here's the pressure. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the left. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And first and 9 for the offense.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one.
Here we go.
Moore will throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And the Ducks are in the red zone. Off the RPO, complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Off the play fake on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Hit as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick. Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 45. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over first and 10.
Makes the grab. It's Casper. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. Grabbed in the backfield. It's low. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. It's first and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he'll pick up one. It brings up second and 9. More to the air. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The sure hands, it's Hunter. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Starts a drive trying to go up top. On target over the middle. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're working that left side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. Using his feet to buy time. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. No good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away yet. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this